your girl Jay back at it again with the general tarot reading for this Old Hallows Eve we're upon. I just figured I'd dive in, get some messages in. I'm at work. Things are actually a lot slower than I expected today. So I just wanted to see. This weekend is when the veil is the thinnest between the physical and the spiritual realms. And there is a massive release that's coming in. A massive turning of the tables. First card out, 6 of Pentacles reversed. The divine is done with you accepting less than what you deserve. And so whether you let go or be dragged, you will be shifting. You will be shifting. 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. It's going to pull us out of our comfort zone. So if there's some financial glass ceiling that you've imposed upon yourself, that's going to get awareness brought to it and broken down. If there's some sort of relationship in your life where you're not receiving the treatment that you deserve, that's going to shift. In the ways that you have been accepting breadcrumbs, I feel like while you've been down on your knees, you've been earning your stripes. And earning your stripes to put you in a position to receive some abundance so that you can be the one who is of service, so that you can start to settle the scores and balance the scales in your life, especially in regards to your finance and your health. Whatever is drawing your physical energy, siphoning your life force from you, things that, this also could be a job. It doesn't have to be a person, but there may be specifically someone with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements that's coming in and is helping you to release, or you're needing to release them, and really allow yourself to get out of your comfort zone and move towards emotional mastery. There is, and we've been talking about this lack and scarcity mentality for a while. And it's just like, no mas, it's not gonna fly anymore. And so with the 6 of Pentacles reversed, whatever inequality you're feeling or you're experiencing, you know what I'm talking about. You know what imbalance I'm talking about. Please clarify the 6 of Pentacles reversed. You know who you've been giving too much from, and you know who you feel like taken advantage of by. It's definitely somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements, or definitely something in regards to work. If you're, stop doing shit that you hate for just a check. Stop allowing yourself to just like take on these jobs or do these things for people when it leaves you feeling empty, or it leaves you feeling like, was this even worth it? What's coming in, the ways that the tables are turning, is you're starting to get, you're going to find something to get consistent about. And I feel like you guys are really learning to reinvent yourself in some way. And in order to reinvent yourself in some way, it's going to require you to get really methodical about whatever skills or talents that you have that you need to develop. There's shit to do. It's time to get in motion. Shit is getting real. When the Page of Pentacles comes out, there's good news and good manifestation abilities and energies around you so that you can start to materialize new stuff. But it's ultimately about shit's getting real. What do I need to initiate? This is the initial stages of something that you're needing to get methodical about. And also, this even could be diving into those of you who have any kind of interest in divination or magic, or the spirit realm, or your spirit, developing your spiritual gifts. You're needing to start by way of grounding. Everybody wants to ascend when you ain't even figured out how to fucking ground yourself yet. Stop. Ground. Continue to ground on a daily basis. Get a grounding ritual, maybe even a sleep meditation. But there is something about understanding how you need to ground into your reality and ground into your spirit getting a new foundation. I just saw 444 on the clock. Getting a new foundation within your spirit and in your physical reality so that you feel comfortable letting go of this old foundation, so that you feel comfortable letting go of this old job or this old relationship or this old person that's clinging on to you, or this whatever you have your nails dug into. It's just not serving you anymore. Please clarify. The Four of Pentacles. So while the veil is the thinnest, it's time to start asking your spirit, what is it that you need to like release? You don't even need to ask your spirit. You already know. Some of you are chasing a dream or chasing money versus chasing a purpose. There's something about like you're trying to get all of this money by just way of like doing stuff that you see other people making money off of, or going to jobs where you see other people are doing well, and it's just like that's not even the direction that you're being pulled in. Also, I feel like when you let go of this old outdated foundation, there's public success and recognition. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that you're starting a new foundation with, or starting a new chapter or relationship with. Whenever you release, that's the thing. It's like, can you grab this if your hands are full of that little tiny one? You want that little tiny piece of comfort, that little tiny piece of security, or this whole brand new, big, luscious, juicy, fertile soil that's being handed to you? There are big cycles that are being broken. And this is the week from today, October 30th. Happy birthday, Mom. From today, October 30th, to I really feel like November 10th is like the forefront of your mind is like, what is no longer serving me? What do I need to release? What do I need to let go of? Because as soon as I do, bam, I'll get out of my comfort zone and I'll start to pursue my dreams. And I actually will put all this energy into acquiring some sort of emotional mastery. Some of you are being drawn towards someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. There may be somebody with Pisces or Scorpio placements specifically that really shows up as an emotional support. Or you're needing to like travel with them or go somewhere with them or explore with them. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements moving or leaving, or they're pursuing their dream, or they're going after what they want. And it's a very intuitive place that we're moving into, really allowing ourselves to be guided by, it's like clearing out our conscious so our subconscious can be really clean, and we can be guided by like this unconvoluted source. Please clarify the Eight of Cups. Please clarify the Eight of Cups. Needing to turn your back on the old way of thinking, the old way of spending, the old way of believing about yourself, the old concepts that you have about how much money you'll make or how successful you'll be. Yeah, and I also feel like it's time to turn your back on the war, turn your back on the fight. The Nine of Wands clarified the Eight of Cups, and so I feel like there's this period of going, like leaving what's established, leaving what has had you maybe in survival mode, or had you just like go, fight, push, force. Like being done with that aspect, because I feel like it's served you well. That energy has served you well. It's gotten you where you need to be. But now that the blindfold is coming off, you're able to see all of these resources that are available to you, and all of these people around you that actually I feel like will show up and help you out and really like help you along your path. Specifically someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, maybe it's me, is showing up as an emotional support for you. What do I need to turn away from? Please clarify, because there's something that there is like a cost for this. The cost is like turning your back on fear, being operated by faith. What do we need to turn our back on for this Halloween season? What do we need? Ooh. the Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands with the Eight of Wands. So what you're needing to turn your back on is proving a point, trying to be right, maybe to try to get somebody to understand. Some of you are fighting for something. There's a lot of drama. It's time to turn your back on the drama. Turn your back also on the indecision. This could be like, there's so much that I want to do and I don't know where to start and I don't know what to do first. Turn your back on trying to force it. Because force just begets force. You know what I mean? So there is this need to allow yourself to slow down, to get still. You're needing to turn your back on the old way that you pursued things. You can't pursue it anymore. I feel like it's not a matter of like pursuing versus attracting. There's something about like allowing yourself to attract what you want to you, and that's part of like this manifestation process. You don't have to fight so hard for it. And that's something that came in through the Mars and Scorpio video. I feel like there are those of you who have been really, really pushing or really like motivated to just like bulldoze or to just like make moves happen. Movement just for the sake of movement. And that's counterproductive. It's time to turn your back on this there's a word that it's like fighting for just the sake of fighting, or turning your back on. There could be an area, I mean, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, some with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements that you're shifting away from, or they're moving away from you. I feel like any people that are perpetuating drama, turn your back on like caring about that, or not participating in the bullshit anymore. That's what really this looks like. Because if you do, it's just going to perpetuate it, if not elongate that experience. I also feel like some of you are like turning away from having so many like lovers, or so many people that you're talking to, or having so many people that you're surrounding yourself with. There is just a need for you to really figure out what is your relationship to quality over quantity. Because there is something about quality over quantity coming in. King of Cups being the last card out. This Halloween season, I mean, what this feels like this weekend also is, it's just, there's going to be all these opportunities for spiritual and emotional mastery, really like leveling up in some way. But the cost is getting the callus off of your heart, getting the callus off of your spirit, allowing yourself to be malleable, allowing yourself to be open enough to receive new information. Please clarify the King of Cups. I feel like some of you are getting out of your comfort zone in such a way that you're going to start acquiring knowledge that helps you be more masterful with emotional control, that helps you be more masterful with like what you believe in. Some of you, I feel like, are, yeah, it's like you're really diving into your spirit, diving into strengthening your relationship to your intuition, listening to your gut, not needing to be in the emotion, like in the thick of it all. If there's some drama going on, the High Priestess says, pull the fuck back. The most mature thing that you can do is pull back, because you love yourself enough to know that like that's the bullshit, whatever's going on, there's something that feels very like childish or beneath you. And so there is this need to pull back, come back to a loving place within yourself, acknowledge the duality, acknowledge that all of the irritation that you may be experiencing by way of someone else is actually just a mirror of some shit that's inside of you. And so pull back from saying, oh, XYZ is this person is this, and it's just like, actually, those are actually some traits that you probably have that you may not be seeing clearly as well. So that whole saying, when you point a finger, there's 3 pointing back at you, that kind of thing. And I do feel like by way of pulling back, really prioritizing self-love, prioritizing healthy communication. I also feel like there's something about, some of y'all are making your circle smaller, and that's the move. Cut the cords that need to be cut. But also, you don't need to be sharp about it. But there is a lot of like emotional and mental mastery that's coming in, that's going to put you in a place of feeling really, really confident about yourself and really confident about whatever it is that you're building. Possibly some sort of entrepreneurial pursuit that you guys have. I feel like the harsh lessons that you're learning are directly correlating to this updated version of yourself that is so confident, that wields their sexual energy really wisely, that wields their life force really wisely, that is not afraid to connect with themselves, with other people, and the divine. And there is this need to understand that you're creating a new foundation. And I feel like some of y'all are going to be hanging out with new people this weekend. You're going to be hanging out with new people, getting new perspectives, and really putting these new perspectives that come in, put you in a position to really speak your truth, or to listen to what the divine has to say about some situation that has disappointed you or broken your heart, or some sort of loss that you may have experienced. There is this, the veil is going to be the thinnest. And so if you put yourself in a position to release this, you will. You can. You can release it and then absolutely come out on top, come out a more confident, like, ruler of your life. But there is something about hearing the truth, listening to what the divine has to say, and allowing the dormant parts of you to be woken up. And for some of you, this, like, the parts that have been asleep by way of pain. And I feel like what comes in is you get the energy, or the ability to accept the truth, to really, like, wrap this up, to really release whatever this is. There may be somebody with Scorpio placements, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements that you're healing from, or has something, or says something painful. There could be some sort of interaction or confrontation that results in you trusting yourself more, and you really, like, I'll go my own way, that kind of thing. And so don't be afraid of, I also feel like be careful of, like, drunk texting or responding to people's drunk text, that kind of thing, or these booty kind of calls or whatever, things of that nature. You're going to be able to see the truth really clearly. And for some of you, it's just like, it feels like this is happening. You're not feeling that shit for no reason. You're not thinking about it for no reason. Understand that the divine is really going to make sure that this doubtful, fearful, hesitant version of yourself is done mixing things up, because you're moving towards sovereignty, independence, happiness, and a different kind of fulfillment. A new definition of happiness, a new definition of success. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements that you're feeling really solid about. I feel like maybe the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is working on their independence. The Gemini, Libra, Aquarius may be in hiding in somewhere, may not be ready to start anew again. So allow yourself to really focus on what you're hearing, what you're feeling, what you're sensing. Because there are parts of you that have been on autopilot, and the divine is done with that. We will be awoken. We will rise up. So do your part. Eyes wide open. I love you.